Here is your course preview for the 5K course at Arnold City Park for the Ed White Festival of Races. Here's a quick overview of the course. Yellow is the first mile. Then we're going to switch to mile 2 up here. And then the third mile. So as you can see, single loop course, a couple of hairpin turns there, but a lot of long straightaways. The course is very flat. We'll take a look at the elevation profile here. Again, keep in mind the scale there on Strava. So this ranges from 405 feet of elevation to 415. So there's a 10-foot elevation difference between the lowest and highest point in this course, which is a little less than 1 story on a house. So very flat. This is a very flat, very fast course. You can see there's the times for the 2022 race. Varsity boys 16:23 was the winner, and freshman boys 18:22. And then varsity girls 18:47 was first place, and freshman girls 22:44 was the winner in that race. Let's talk, kind of go mile by mile here. Again, the whole thing is very flat, so no hills to speak of. This first mile, obviously you can see it winds through the woods there a little bit, a long straightaway at the start, which is great. When you enter these woods, though, there's a few places where there are some small gaps between trees. Check that out when you get to the race site and make sure you're ready for that. Get in good position before you enter those woods, and then anticipate. When you're heading into the woods, be mindful. Maybe get ahead of somebody. Maybe let just sort of drop back a minute so you're not stopping and losing momentum when you go through some of those trees. After the first mile, we head into some trails on this corner of the course, winding around, and then it's a long straightaway, kind of behind that subdivision and along the lake. And then we wind around those trees at the end, and it's this same long straightaway, curve around the lake, kind of cut through some pavilions, and then head to the finish. So landmarks, we always want to be aware of that 4K mark. So keep in mind, sort of remember this from the map, but if you can visit that point when you visit the race course, that would be a great, sort of memorize some landmarks so you know when you're 1,000 meters from the finish line. These are approximate. I was having a little trouble on Strava getting the numbers to work out exactly right. But as you come off that lake and you cut up, there's a playground here and then through some shelters. That's where you're really sort of heading for the finish. So set yourself up in good position at the 4K, but then 400 meters, 200 meters, or somewhere along here, this is where you're making your move. There's a couple of curves, but then a long straightaway into the finish. So I hope everyone has a great race. I'm excited to see what we do here at the Ed White Festival of Miles.